not a politically inclined guy. I don't belong to the Democratic Party. I don't belong to the Republican Party. Independent voter. Actually supported Unc last time he ran. Not ashamed to admit it. I would support whoever is, I think was going to do the best job. When this happened down here, I didn't pay much attention to it. And, one day I woke up and I said, gee, somebody's got to do something about this. And I decided that I called Ray, because he's our RTM rep, and I said, is there anything we can do? He said, it doesn't look like there is much we can do. And, starting a grassroots movement is not the easiest thing in the world to do. It just takes a lot of effort, a lot of work, a lot of money too. And if we're going to let those things be the reasons why we don't rise up and take back what I think the town has taken from us. I said something at that meeting, and I'll say it again, and we elected representatives to defend us for projects like this. And now we have to defend ourselves against the people that we elected to defend us, and that's not fair. Now, we're not a unruly group, we're not an angry group, but we are a group of people who are concerned about the direction of our town, the kind of money it's going to cost taxpayers to do what we're doing, what they're going to do. And then we have to live with bad problems. I spoke to Chet Bloomquist. He's a very nice guy. Probably knows a lot more about this area than I do. But here's what I did not hear him say today. I never heard him talk about people. I heard him talk about trails. I heard him talk about roads. I heard him about Tabor, about trails, walking in mountains, but nothing about us, okay? And that's why we're here. This should be about us, not about public works buildings, not about trails. Those are all wonderful things. But we're the taxpayers that make it happen every single day. And I think that we should at least be heard. And I don't think that's been the case up to this point. The fact that you're willing to come out on a January morning on your own free time is a very good sign. What I've tried to do is keep you guys abreast of what's going on, and I hope that I have that continued support as we go. If some of you have got my email, just here at 11, 12 o'clock at night. I stay up, hours and hours and hours. And I do this willingly because I think it's a good cause. I think we're all on the right side of this. I don't know. I wish Unc or Andy would at least give us a reason why they're so insistent that this garage go on Tabor. I've heard stories about, well, the roads will get improved. We deserve the roads improved whether they put it at Tabor or not. You're taxpayers. Why should we have to listen to about, if you do this, we'll do that? That's what happened with the firehouse. We were supposed to get TARP money, $400,000. We never got the TARP money. We spent $12.5 million. We spent $20 million over here. What? Get $1 million worth of road improvements over here? The math doesn't make sense. I'm a reasonable guy. I want to hear from our town officials who we've elected, why is it so important to be there? To have the nerve to walk those trails and not address a 35,000 square foot building on a 10-acre parcel of land. That 10 acres can be used for parks, it can be used for golf courses, it can be used for a cemetery. But I've never seen, and I asked that question too, where else did you find in the town of Branford a public works department, a landfill, and ball fields that are strung around by roads that kids can get run over? It's got to be the most ill-conceived plan that I've ever seen. And I said this in one of my letters, it looks like a cut and paste job, okay? So we have to be vigilant. We have to stick with this thing. Talk to your neighbors, talk to your friends, talk to your family members, and get them on board. I'm encouraged when I see signs all over the town. I'm actually encouraged when I see them being stolen, because that tells me that they're afraid of us, that we are making an impact. We're making sounds. Now, can we convince the RTM members? We don't need a lot of them. There's 19 people that we have. There's 19 members that are going to vote against us potentially, and I don't want to make this a Democrat-Republican thing, but it seems to be that the Republicans are in favor of it, the Democrats are against it. But I don't think every person who's a Democrat is going to vote against it if we can make an impact on them and say, listen, this is our neighborhood, this is our town, we pay taxes too. We don't live in Stony Creek, they don't have a sewer plant in their backyard, they don't have a landfill in their backyard, and they're not going to have, said, oh, I wish we could do this in Stony Creek. Who's he kidding? Are you kidding me? I said to him, come on our side of the table. If you were on, we'd be talking the way I'm talking right now. So listen, I'm not a polished politician. I'm just a guy who wants to do the right thing for people who may feel that they don't have a voice, okay? I'm not running for office. I don't want to run for office. I don't get my directions from anybody. I take my own directions from myself. I see something wrong in this town, and the more I investigate, the more you see wrong. Okay, and I can see why people do go into politics, but eventually it ruins it. I think Hunt probably did that. He probably was a good guy when he started, but he's been bought in some ways. I don't mean with money, but people around him have influenced him in the wrong way. I think we have to stick tight, put our signs up, sign those petitions, get other people to sign petitions, and let's have a voice in our government. Let's take our town back. Let the taxpayers, let the property owners, let the residents, the elderly, the young, take your town back and not allow our town to be sold to the highest bidder. This property over here has been bought and sold 2 or 3 times, and every time it's happened, the problem has gotten worse. How about it's time the town officials give this some consideration to taxpayers and say what we want. We've never had that. So I just want to say thank you for coming out today. I appreciate it. I want some coffee, by the way, if anybody wants some donuts. But I'm glad you're here. I want to continue this thing on. We're not here to harass E&D.'re not here to harass UNC. I said we would do this in a respectful way, and that's exactly what we have today. We have people of concern, not looking to catcall anybody. They have a point of view. We have a point of view. We have to be better than they are. We have to be stronger than they are and get our point across more than they are. We have more people here than they have over there. That's a good sign. Okay?
That's different.
And every person that's here today, I bet there's 10 more people who also feel the same we do. So, again, I want to say thank you for your support. Thank you for coming out today. I'm glad it was a warm day. There's probably fewer of you, but I'm glad you're here. That's why I put the coffee in case it was. But anyway, again, I want to just thank you all for doing that. And if there's any questions, you know I am. I'm very quick to respond to emails or questions or calls or whatever. And I look forward to, again, hearing from all of you on that same basis. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
You're all dismissed.